Can giraffes be pets? And why you shouldn't try. The enchantment and the illusion few creatures on Earth capture the imagination quite like the giraffe. Faye. Their immense height, their gentle movements, the distinct pattern of their coats, they possess an almost mythical quality, embodying the serene majesty of the African landscape. It's easy to be captivated, to watch them graze with a sense of wonder. This fascination might even spark a whimsical, fleeting thought in some minds. Could such a magnificent, seemingly calm animal ever become a companion, a pet? The image of a giraffe in a private setting is certainly striking, even alluring in its exotic improbability. But the reality of housing and caring for a giraffe is not just improbable. It is a complex web of insurmountable challenges, ethical dilemmas, and significant dangers that firmly place them in the realm of the wild, not the domestic. In the realm of the wild, not the domestic. The scale of the impossible. Let's begin with the most obvious barrier: sheer, overwhelming size. Giraffes are not just large animals, they are colossal, reaching heights of 16 to 18 feet, or even more for males. They are literally than most single-story buildings. They can weigh up to 2,600 pounds, well over a ton. To house an animal of this magnitude, you wouldn't just need a large yard. You would require vast acreage, ideally land that can replicate some semblance of their natural open habitat with varied vegetation and high browse. Simply turning around requires significant space, let alone expressing natural behaviors like running, which they do with surprisingly long strides that cover ground rapidly. Confining an animal built for vast savannas to anything less than an expansive, custom-designed enclosure would be a profound act of cruelty, leading to stress, injury, and a severely diminished quality of life. Beyond size, a tapestry of complex needs. The challenges extend far beyond simply needing space. A giraffe's dietary needs are incredibly specialized and demanding. They are ruminants, herbivores that primarily feed on the leaves, flowers, and buds of acacia and other trees. They spend up to 12 hours a day browsing, consuming massive quantities, easily 60 to 75 pounds of vegetation daily. Providing the right types of browse in these quantities year-round, ensuring it's fresh, nutritious, and free from pesticides, is a logistical and financial impossibility for a private owner. Their diet isn't just about volume, it's about specific nutrient profiles and the roughage needed for their complex digestive system. Attempting to feed a giraffe an inappropriate diet would quickly lead to severe health issues. Furthermore, their veterinary care is highly specialized. Finding a veterinarian with the expertise and equipment to treat an animal of this size and species is incredibly difficult. And the procedures from routine checkups to emergency care or anesthesia are complex, risky, and prohibitively expensive. The crucial need for social structure. Giraffes are not solitary creatures. While not always forming tight-knit, permanent herds like some other animals, they are social beings who interact with other giraffes for psychological well-being, establishing dominance, hierarchies, mutual grooming, and learning. Isolating a giraffe from its own kind can lead to significant stress, loneliness, and the development of abnormal, repetitive behaviors known as stereotypic behaviors. They need the presence and interaction of other giraffes to feel secure and express their natural social patterns. Providing a suitable social group is simply not feasible for a private individual. The undeniable reality of danger, despite their often portrayed image as gentle giants. It is crucial to remember that giraffes are wild animals. They are equipped with powerful natural defenses. Their legs are incredibly strong, and a single well-placed kick, delivered from a great height, can be devastating, capable of killing a lion or shattering bone with ease. When startled, scared, or cornered, a giraffe will instinctively defend itself with immense force. Their size alone makes them potentially unpredictable and dangerous in a domestic or confined setting, posing a severe risk not only to the owner, but also to family members, neighbors, and the wider public if an escape were to occur. Their height also means that even unintentional movements can be hazardous. Legal prohibitions and ethical imperatives in virtually every developed country and across much of the world. The private ownership of exotic animals like giraffes is strictly prohibited by law. These regulations exist for crucial reasons: protecting public safety from potentially dangerous animals, ensuring animal welfare by preventing creatures with complex needs from being kept in inadequate conditions, and combating the global illegal wildlife trade, which is often fueled by demand for exotic pets and contributes to the decline of wild populations. Ethically, keeping a giraffe as a pet is indefensible. These magnificent animals have a fundamental right to live in environments that meet their specific needs, express natural behaviors, and ideally contribute to the survival of their species through conservation programs, or live in accredited facilities equipped to provide expert, lifelong care. Private ownership, driven by personal desire, inherently fails to meet these ethical obligations. Free, accredited facilities. A world apart from pet ownership, it is vital to distinguish between the irresponsible act of private pet ownership and the role of accredited zoos, wildlife parks, and conservation centers. Reputable institutions dedicated to conservation and education operate under strict regulations, employing teams of highly trained animal care professionals, nutritionists, and specialized veterinarians. They invest millions in creating large, complex, and secure enclosures designed to mimic natural habitats, provide tailored diets, implement rigorous preventative health care, manage social groups appropriately, and offer extensive behavioral enrichment programs. Their purpose is to contribute to conservation, research, and public education, not personal gratification. This level of expertise, infrastructure, and commitment is entirely beyond the scope of a private individual. Honoring their wild spirit the answer is unequivocally clear. No, giraffes cannot and should not be kept as pets. The idea is utterly impractical due to their immense size and complex needs, inherently unsafe due to their wild nature and power, strictly illegal in almost all jurisdictions, and profoundly unethical from an animal welfare perspective. Giraffes belong in their natural habitats, contributing to the ecosystems they evolved within, or in carefully managed, accredited facilities dedicated to their conservation and well being. The true way to appreciate these incredible creatures is to admire them in the wild. Support the conservationists fighting to protect their future, or visit reputable zoos that provide the highest standards of care and education. Let us respect the giraffe for the magnificent, wild spirit it is, and ensure its freedom on the African savanna rather than attempting to confine it to an unnatural, harmful existence.